A lot of Nigerians have been talking for the past few hours moment Adeboye have started trending on the media again. The media is breaking right now, the internet is breaking right now just because of the video that was released by Adeboye. You know, a lot of people never expected it because a lot of Nigerians, they noticed that a lot of Nigerian pastors did not talk about everything that have been happening between Akpabio and Natasha since when the issue started or when the issue escalated from the Senate House. Then, you know, Adeboye finally burst out, and a lot of Nigerians have been talking based on what Adeboye finally said. You know, this man did not even fear. This man said it the way it is. You will see things for yourself the way it goes. You will see everywhere the way it bursts. I'd like us to stay connected to the end of this video. If you can share the video as you're watching it, just what to share it. Share it to different social media platforms. Let it go viral, and if you can share it, just like the video, like it, give it a thumb up so that it will be recommended for us. Just stay connected. I'm coming back again.
Welcome you back to LAJUPOG Watch TV.
I don't have bad news for you today.
The home of religious gossip.
Adeboye, you should leave the fight for Mohammed.
What is happening in the Christendom? Join now to make sense with LAJUPOG.
Hello my great and wonderful viewers, welcome back to LAJUPOG Watch TV. For those of you coming across this channel for the very first time, just do what to click the rest association button appearing on your video screen, and at the same time click the notification bell icon that is showcasing on your screen, so that whenever we drop a new video in few hours time, YouTube will easily let you to know. You know, a lot of people have been taking side since when the issue of Natasha and Akpabio started. So people put their support for Akpabio, so people put their support for Natasha, but the matter remains that the matter is not even between Akpabio and Natasha again. It's now between federal government, Akpabio, Yayabelo, and Natasha, 3 versus 1. That's what is actually happening at the moment. And Natasha released a statement few hours ago because a lot of people were thinking that since it is now federal government versus Natasha, that Natasha will not be able to actually bring the federal government down as far as the court is concerned and the judicial system of Nigeria, because nobody have ever fight the federal government and win. A lot of people were thinking Natasha will eventually come out to apologize, but Natasha finally come out to spit on Akpabio's face again. Few hours ago, she released a statement. You will see it on your video screen. Now, I said that's not enough. Adeboye have finally come out to burst everywhere. A lot of people never expected it because they said that Nigerian pastors did not talk about the matter. A lot of Nigerian pastors, they were hiding their head. They never talk about maybe Akpabio is the wrong person or Natasha is the wrong person. It is just Nigerians that have been picking side between the two parties, but Adeboye burst everywhere. This man finally come out to say the truth the way it is. He have been enduring a lot of insult from people on different social media platforms and all of that. You know, people like King, Shasodem, and some other people actually attack Adeboye on different media platforms just because they believe that he's siding the politicians of Nigeria. But this man have finally burst out. Come and see everything that this man spit out. Akpabio was dashed into pieces few hours ago. You will see things the way it goes because I'm going to be playing you the full video. You will see everything the way it goes. So I would like guys to stay connected to the end of this video. If you're in a hurry, just skip the video. The video is not for you. And if you're not in a hurry, you're in the right place because this video will open your eyes to everything that is actually happening as far as Nigerian politics and Nigerian religious system is concerned. You will see things the way it goes. So I would like guys to stay connected to the end of the video. If you can share the video, just do what to share it, because I'm going to be playing a series of video in this very video, and if you can't share it, just like it. Like the video, give it a thumb up so that it will be recommended for us. First of all, let me play you a video, and this is the video that actually open your eyes to what is really happening. What warrant why Adeboye came out to say what he said about Akpabio, Tinubu, and the likes of others. You will see this the way it goes. First of all, see where the matter actually escalated from. See where the matter is arising from. If you can share the video, share it. If you can share it, like it. I'm coming back.
Years ago,
This man!
I was invited to Colorado in America in January. I don't like cold weather at all. So I said to my father, I'm going to Colorado. While I am there, suspend winter. Throughout the days I was there, people were wearing t-shirts in January. He pushed away the winter, brought in summer. I boarded the plane.
Continue.
At 5 p.m. to travel back to Nigeria. 2 hours after I left, all the snow that has been hanging in the air began to fall.
Now why we dey call am God? Now why he dey always turn up? He go turn up.
e be like say that Colorado, e be like na that Colorado where you go, e be like say na dey worry you. E be like say as you enter that Colorado, you go take one puff of Colorado for that Colorado where you go. Na dey worry you, na make you dey talk all this thing. What you dey talk now? What you dey talk for mouth wey dey sweet you? You tell your father make he suspend Winters. And he suspended because of you. And you no fit tell your father make he suspend the hardship of the country. You no fit tell your father that one. Wetin dey talk for mouth wey dey sweet you now? Wetin dey talk? So as you come back after 2 hours, all the snow wey don hang in the air come dey fall. Adeboye, I was sorry to say sir, aye yin ti bàjẹ́ sir. I swear to my God, aye yin ti bàjẹ́. And for those of una wey dey talk say lot of una wey I dey tell say Adeboye na politician, when I see the picture na Adeboye and Tinubu and Fashola be that o. No be today Adeboye don dey into politics. So I dey tell una say this man na politician. No be today he start am. Tell your phone God make you tell your God make he suspend Winters and he suspend am. So after 2 hours snow come dey fall. And no proof, no evidence. You do that kind of thing for Ebola na you need snow carrier kò ní dá fún ẹ. You dey guess wege come on for here Joe, stupid man.
You can see the way they actually insulted Adeboye in this very video. This is not even the only video that Adeboye has been insulted based on the testimonies that he actually come and put them to actually speak about and all of that. You know, when he said he drank tea with God and all of that, they attacked him. And when he said he stopped snow, that was what he said in this very video. And you can see the way they actually bash him. Chancel them bash him in this very video. And you know, they have arrested Seking on behalf of Adeboye before, just because the guy came out to actually insult Adeboye and call Adeboye a boy and all those kind of things. You know the matter, you know how everything actually escalated them from TikTok and all of that. Now the same Adeboye, since they say now that he's actually a politician, because they actually calling this man a politician, they said he's not a man of God, that a man of God will actually come out to voice for the people. They said the same way he came out to protest against Jonathan, all of that, that he should come out to protest against Tinubu, because they believe that he can't protest against Tinubu because Tinubu's wife is a pastor in Redeem. A lot of Redeem pastors are politicians, big politicians, prominent politicians, big politicians as far as Nigeria is concerned. So they believe that for Adeboye to come out to protest against all these redeemed people that are in APC, redeemed pastors in APC politics and all of that, they said they can't come out. That is why these guys were actually bashing him. Now Adeboye finally come out to shake the table as far as Akpabio Natasha case is concerned, as far as Nigeria politicians are concerned generally, because a lot of people were saying that he only came out to attack Akpabio straight up. No, that's not what Adeboye did. You will see the video yourself. He came out to attack all Nigerian politicians within him. He said everything for himself. Adeboye said everything without missing words. Now let me play you the full video. You will see where Adeboye said everything, and the video is actually trending on media right now. And first of all, hear what they said in Arise TV, and during the video you will hear what Adeboye said. They will play everything out. Just stay connected. If you can share the video, share it as you're watching it, and if you can share it, just like it. Let a lot of people get to know what is happening as far as Natasha and Akpabio case is concerned, and as far as Nigeria politics and Nigeria religious system is concerned. Stay connected. I'm coming back again.
I think
because like she said,
what Hassana said is not what the Senate President said. I listened to the Senate President.
No, what I said, what I asked her was, yes, court declared
now listen
senators, and that's what the President of the Senate said.
No, the President of the Senate said that immediately they were elected and sworn in, that they normally have retreat.
Now you're explaining, I will come to that. This was what he said.
That those of their colleagues that joined them when the court declared them.
Let me follow it up with the question you're trying to answer.
Yes.
So he has ordered what he calls an orientation program for fresh senators because they lack understanding of the Senate guidelines. Shouldn't the management of the Senate be blamed for this even?
Because they did not join them in their retreat on how to follow procedure. Remember that what gave rise to that issue is because of the conduct of the Senator Natasha in the House. Because you see, when you something is actions gives reaction. So Mr. President said, had it been that probably Senator Aboti followed them in the retreat where they were taught about the rules, that he wouldn't have behaved the way she behaved. It's not as if that the Senate President is trying to derogate or say that they are called to declare the senators. No, I listened to him.
That's why I said, couldn't the president have couched it better? Because that was what he said. But now when you read down, you begin to get these explanations. That's where our leaders should probably be schooled in the art of speaking.
I'm sorry, can I interject? I think it's interesting how the Senate President needs someone to explain his statements for him. We've all heard when he made the nightclub statement to Senator Natasha, you know, when words are clear, we've all been to school and we all communicate in English. So if you make statements and then you need someone to come explain what you mean when the meaning is quite obvious, then, you know, I think it gives rise to another thing. And secondly, you talked about the retreat. I actually wonder if, you know, because the Senate is a male-dominated place, and we know that for sure. And as you rightly introduced me, I lead an organization called Aswell Support Initiative. And part of what we advocate for is even like trainings, you know, in male-dominated spaces, because now you have women working with you. Do you even know what sexism is? Do you know how you address your female colleagues? Do you know what is tantamount to harassment? You know, because we come from different places, you know, perhaps you can hit somebody in inappropriate ways, and to you it's okay, but this is not workplace behavior, you know. So I'm just curious to know, and thank God we have the representative of the Senate President here. Part of their retreat, you know, are there also trainings on that? Because I think it's extremely important, because these are public figures and we shouldn't be hearing, I mean, it makes me feel unsafe as a Nigerian woman if my Senate President, the third most powerful man in the country, is being accused of sexual harassment.
Sorry, let me correct the impression. I'm not the representative of the Senate. I'm not working with
a lawyer.
I'm a lawyer. I just want to face the facts as it is.
I was going to correct that immediately.
Yes.
My apologies.
No problem.
Good. I mean, we'll talk about.
Yes.
Sorry. The story is okay. Let's even talk about the sexual harassment allegation.
I'm not here to defend anybody.
I'm just asking.
Yes, I'm here to face the fact as it is. In the first instance, this particular issue, the way Senator Natasha Aboti, I was the first person that defended her when, in quote, she claimed that she was harassed in Kogi State when she was running for, I think that was governor a few years ago, and the way she was assaulted, I condemned that. You don't do that. On this particular issue, what gave rise to that? You have a rule. Just like our rule, we have 2024, 2025 FCT High Court rules. It will take effect from March. We are from NBA meeting. My chairman, NBA chairman, invited somebody to come and train us with the new innovation about that rules. This is the rule guiding the court. What are the rules said? If you are coming, you are expected to wear a wig and gown. There are some rules, including the legal practitioners at our ethics. Now, in the Senate, you have a rule. The rule said, if you have issue, look at the way you address it. You came into the Senate and discovered that they have changed your seat. You want to make a point. You cannot channel your good case through a wrong means. You lose it. First of all, you go to that seat. Then when you now go to that seat, you now invoke that order 10, which you are, because that order 10 he was quoting that day. You can only invoke it when you are in the right place. I have a case in court. I must be in court. When they said, the judge said that lawyers are going to sit in this place, you first of all go to that place and put appearance. When you put appearance, you now ask my Lord, why? The law said that I should sit in this place. Why do you change me here? You must first of all come in first. He was not in the Senate as far as that proceedings is concerned. You are in another person's seat. And the rule said for you to talk, you must be in your seat. She was quoting order 10. Order 10, you can only quote order 10 when you exercise your right under order 6. being in that place they say that you should be. Remember that the other 6 has given the Senate President power to change it. So that one is on that. Then on the issue of making sexual advances. In fact, I watched that program in the morning, and I was aback. I said, "What? An adult, a senator, somebody's wife, somebody's mother, a married man harass you sexually in the presence of your husband, and the husband called you. I heard what this man said. What happened? You denied."
Well, she didn't tell.
Wait.
Not that she denied. She didn't tell the husband.
She said that you can play this. She said that I watched her religiously. She said that she gave her husband another story. You can play that distance. Mm-hmm. Now, when somebody makes such an allegation, a Senate President, and you uphold the rule of law and to speak the truth at all times, you did not raise it.
I'm so sorry. Excuse me,
don't worry, we have your time. You did not raise it. Personally, I may be wrong. I've seen it as a blackmail.
All right, so Hassana, let's get to, there's this question of Order 10, which she stood on to say that she had a right to reply. But from all indications, even when the Senator Lujimi, former minority leader in the Senate, she said you can only stand on Order 10 when you have obeyed the rules, which was you have to be on the seat allocated to you.
Okay, I think I'm going to just speak because I'm not Senator Natasha's representative, but I'm going to speak as a woman that works or has ever worked in a male-dominated space. And I think one thing that the senator said that we must all, or every woman that has listened to that interview, felt to be true deep down in her bones, is that it's just like a case of a university lecturer failing you simply because you refuse to sleep with him. When women talk about cases of sexual harassment, they always say, keep quiet, don't speak about it. No, it's because of what you're wearing. It's because of you invited it. There's an invitation to treat. Simply by existing, we make women feel like they are inviting people to come and sexually harass them. And this is the culture in which Nigerian women have always existed. Have people found ways to exist in spite of this culture? Yes. But are we saying that it is all right, it is right? Absolutely not. So when people are speaking up against it, at whatever time we decide to speak up against it, I think it's only important, it's only fair that we listen to them.
Yeah, but then,
so let me speak about the seat. Let me speak about the seat. I'm so sorry. Let me speak about the seat. Rosa Parks, the person that we celebrate today in America, looked at the history of, subjugation of black people, and she refused to get up from her seat. I'm not trying to equate Natasha with Rosa Parks, but was saying that because she graciously came to give an interview here, and to give you context as to why she felt the way that she was being subjugated, because there was a history between her and the Senate President, and she alleges that the Senate President said, if you take care of me, you would have a smooth ride. She alleges that if you take care of me, you would have a smooth ride. Yes, she alleges, but it's not only her voice that we've heard about an allegation, about the Senate President sexually harassing a woman.
That doesn't still mean that she was right.
Miss Joy Nunia, 2020 NDDC, in 2020, also accused the Senate President of, sexually harassing her. So you look at, and she said she even slapped him. So you look at all of these instances, and you wonder how he became a Senate President in the first place, because you need character to be able to be there.
Now it looks like you're already judging him before the facts, because Atiku, for example, said, let me read to you what Atiku said. Atiku said he was speaking to the president, is asking the president to take these allegations, which is what they are, until proven otherwise, seriously by ensuring a credible, transparent, and independent investigation. Maxwell, what do you think about it?
You see, anybody that commits crime in this country must go in for it. There are 4 categories of persons that will not face crime while they're in office: President, Vice President, Governor, and Deputy Governor. Senate President, Speaker, CJN, if you commit crime, you go in for it. Just like I said, I'm not a media aide to Senator Akpabio. Now, when you watch the way things are going, because I'm talking about comparing a senator with a student, university student, for goodness sake, isn't comparable. We are talking about a senator who is representing an entire zone, and somebody of that nature has started intimidating you and started suppressing you according to you because you fell to you to her to his sexual whatever. To me, bringing that now is a blackmail. Two, the issue of Atiku saying that it should be investigated. Investigation is already on because she has been referred to the disciplinary committee,
ethics committee
of the house, and she demanded that she want the proceedings of that particular committee to be covered by the media, which is normal. Then secondly, why instead of you to submit yourself to the media, at least for you to clear this particular issue, raising this particular sexual advances at this particular period, personally I'm seeing it as a blackmail, and we have to be very careful with it, because now somebody called me in the morning that he learned that they want to organize a protest saying that the Senate president should step aside and what have you. All those things are uncalled for. Now what I am saying is that let her submit herself
to the rules and ordinances of the state.
That is just it.
All right.
Could this be the reason why she has been allegedly sexually harassed? Could this be the reason why she has been harassed sexually allegedly by Senator Akpabio?
But the beauty of distinguished Senator Natasha is a problem to her.
When has beauty become a crime? When has beauty become the reason why someone is being bullied, someone should be bullied, or someone should be, stripped of her privileges or margin? When has beauty become a problem in this country? That men will not take off their eyes from a beautiful woman, from a beautiful lady. When has beauty become a crime in this country? I watched this video a couple of times. I keep imagining, I keep trying to reason why is beauty a problem. This says it all. This is the reason why she has been marginalized. This is the reason why she has been bullied. This is why she has been sexually harassed, allegedly.
That's a serious one. All we can do is remind these church leaders that our number one goal as a member of the Redeemed Christian Church of God, pastor or no pastor, is to make heaven. If these people forget heaven and begin to play politics, it will be sad that they are leaders on earth and they will end up leaders in hell. We can only tell them the truth. We can't force it into their brains. We have seen top leaders forgetting their original goal in what you call
in-house fighting, sir.
Because if I'm going to heaven, and that's my number one goal, and you are also going to heaven, I don't see me fighting you. We will be partners in progress. But if one is going to heaven and the other has deviated from the narrow path, that's when problems come. All we can do is remind them, like I'm doing now, which is one of the reasons why the theme for our annual convention, World Convention in Nigeria, this year is heaven, because it looks as if some people have lost focus of heaven. It does not profit a man if he gains the whole world and loses his soul. The leaders are hearing me now. We know that America is the bedrock of democracy, but I've said it again and again. God is not a democrat. Democracy is the government of the people, by the people, for the people. I hope I got the sequence right. But you didn't hear the word God in that. And you will not find democracy in heaven. Because wherever there's democracy, automatically there'll be politics. And I don't want to go too far into that. If you don't allow God to rule through you in his church, you will have him to deal with, because he says, I will build my church and the gates of hell will not prevail. And so if you will become a gate of hell in his church, he will know how to deal with you. More than that, there's very little we can do. Politicians will be politicians and pay the price.
Thank you for staying connected, my great and wonderful viewers. For those of you that actually stay connected to the video and you heard everything that Adeboye actually said in this very video, you will see that this man actually said it all. He said everything as regards what is happening within his church. You know, a lot of people will be saying that Akpabio is not part of his church, that why is Akpabio actually connected to what Adeboye said? That is what is actually not media. You know, that's the clip that actually got. Some people were even saying that Adeboye attacked Akpabio directly, that Akpabio is not going to make heaven and all of that. That's not what Adeboye said in this very video. Adeboye actually addressed the politicians, more especially those ones within his church. Yeah, the sermon actually is more longer than what you actually saw, but that's the clip that was actually coined out. That's the message that it was actually passing, that many of the pastors in his church are politicians, and most of them are APC politicians precisely, and a lot of them are not even politicians. Like the EFC chairman, that one is not a politician, but it's actually part of the political system. You know, it addressed all of them generally and made it clear that if they should digress their attention from the heavenly goal and all of that, that they will end up in hell. And he said that whatever thing they are doing with their political office, the reward will eventually come. If it is sexual harassment, the reward will come. If it is misuse of power, abuse of power, the result will come. If it is how to be stealing money, public money and all of that, the reward will come. Everything will come. That's what the man is actually saying generally as far as the video is concerned. You know, a lot of people have been insulting the man right from time. They're saying that the man is a politician. That's what they say Adeboye is doing. They said he's a politician, that a lot of people are saying as a pastor. That it's not a pastor. That if Adeboye is a pastor, he will be focused on the message that God is actually giving him. That will only be telling the people about the biblical doctrine and all of that, how people are going to make heaven. But they say Adeboye is already digressing into politics. And the moment they begin to see Adeboye allegedly chaining with Nigeria politicians and all of that, even in the regime of Buhari, going to Buhari's office consecutively, blah blah blah, all those kind of things, all those things actually happen allegedly in the regime of Buhari and in the regime of Tinubu as well. Tinubu even came out to say that Adeboye is like Father Abraham and all of that, that he named him Father Abraham. So all those kind of things, you know, this Tinubu in question, according to what a lot of people are saying, they said it's more closer to Adeboye. And the video actually circulated, or the picture circulated rather, where Tinubu actually seated with Adeboye and they were dining with Fashola and all of that. So a lot of people just come with the conclusion that Adeboye is a politician. That's what a lot of people are actually saying. They said for him to sit down amidst politicians like Fashola, Tinubu and blah blah blah, that he is a politician, that there's nothing he wants to tell them, that if he's dining with all those kind of people, how will he protest against all those kind of people when they actually ruining the country down? He protested against Jonathan. They did 1 million march and all of that, operation shut down Nigeria. Adeboye was there according to report. That was when the lot of killings and all of that. But the same thing is happening in the regime of Tinubu. The question they're asking him is, why are you not protesting again? Is it because you are old? Those are the questions that they're actually asking Adeboye. These are not even my own personal questions. I keep my own personal questions to myself, you know. Those are the questions that a lot of Nigerians were actually asking Adeboye. Is it that you're too old to protest now? Or is it that you're too old to mobilize your members to storm the street the way they actually stormed the street in the regime of Goodluck? Why are you just keeping mute? Is it because Tinubu is a very good friend of yours and the wife of Tinubu is a pastor in your church? That's why you couldn't protest? Those are the questions that they're asking him. And on the same way, he couldn't protest in the regime of Buhari because Osibajo is a pastor in the Redeem. And that's what a lot of people are saying. These are not even my own words. You know, people are be asking all those kind of questions, and people are losing hope as far as the Nigeria Christian religious system is concerned. They say many of Nigerian pastors are playing politics with them, that they're not even ready for Nigeria to be better. They don't even want Nigeria to be a better place. They keep using the life of a lot of Christians to be playing politics. But Adeboye have come out clean and play now. He have addressed everything. He said it's not a politician and it don't want to have anything to do with any politician and blah blah blah. He said everything in this video. Did not listen to the video very well. Did back to the video. Listen to everything that this man said again. He said all the politicians in his church, because according to the report, Redeem is having one of the highest number of politicians in the APC system. So he said if they should remove their focus from the heavenly good, they will land themselves in hell and they will still see a terrible reward from God. that God will deal with them. Those are what Adeboye said. And a lot of people were actually attaching it to Akpabio that, oh, if you are harassing people with your power, with your political power, you will see your reward and God will punish you and all those kind of things. Those are what a lot of people are actually saying. But drop a opinion in the comment section on this video. What do you think regarding what Adeboye actually said in this video? Did they really water the insult that they're actually honing against him, or the insult they're pulling on him as far as the social media is concerned, or he did not want it? Or do you think Adeboye is a politician? Drop your opinion, feel free, say your mind. As I'm gonna to get another trend ready for you and share, follow me on my social media handles on Facebook at LAJUPOG Watch TV and LAJUPOG Entertainment, and on Instagram at LAJUPOG. Guess what, guys? See you in my next video, and bye for now.
I see the hot for my body, I say make I yarn you. Religious gossip plenty day for body. Pastor with the line on top, be pastor for LAJUPOG Watch TV. Pastor with the back, where politician with the do pass himself. Corrupt leader, all the while you waiting for church. All as LAJUPOG Watch TV.